Hi everyone. Aquatic science and daily life course explore the fascinating relationship between the vast world of water and our daily routine. In our aquatic science and daily life course, our group of five started a mini project to study different aquatic organisms. In our project, we focus on five species, which are mud crab, pomfret, prawn, squid, and razor shell. Each group member has studied one species. Considering their catching and harvesting technique, sustainability, and economic values, this mini project provided us with insight into the complexities of marine life as well as in its interaction with ecosystem and human activities. We wanted to gain a better understanding of biology, ecology, and the implication for marine ecosystem and economic sectors.
Hello, my name is Chin Seong Hong, and for this, I will choose mud crab as the discussion topic for this project. The mud crab, which also known by scientific name Scylla serrata or by its local name Ketanipa, is a type of crab that live in the mangrove and estuary area. This mud crab can be a sustainable food source if it is managed properly. Um, some effective management includes the regulation on size limits and protect the female mud crab with carrying eggs can help in maintaining the population of this mud crab. Uh, There are some very common fishing techniques to catch the mud crab. The first one is the baited crab trap, which the fisherman will place the baited crab during uh, low tide at the mangrove and estuary area, and after some time, the fisherman will come and collect the trap. And another common method is the hand capture method, which the fisherman during low tide will go to the mangrove area and collects the crab by hands. The price for these mud crabs is about 38 ringgit to 65 ringgit per kilogram, depending on the size and the quality of the crab. Done. These are some common preparation methods of mud crab. The first one is steam. After steam, the crab can serve with some dipping sauce directly. And the next one is stir fried with garlic, chili, and eggs. And the last one is salt baked, which they will use lots of salt covering the mud crab and heat it up until it's cooked. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ikmal, and for my study, I'm going to talk about shrimp. So, the scientific name for shrimp is the Caridea, and the locals call it udang. It is not to be confused with prawns, which is known as Dendrobranchiata. Shrimps are usually found at saltwater bodies, but they can also be found at freshwater bodies as well, but it's usually found at salty bodies. Next is the shrimp catching techniques. There are a lot of catching techniques available to catch shrimps, but the two commonly used are trawl nets and shrimp traps. Trawl nets are used industrially in the ocean, where it catches a lot of shrimps and some other marine wildlife, while shrimp traps are used recreationally, where it catches a little bit of shrimp for a family in coastal areas and shallow areas. In the market, for the local price range ranges from 25 to 60 ringgits per kilogram. Next is the environmental effects. Shrimp farming and fishing can have varying levels of carbon emissions. Traditional shrimp farming, particularly in Southeast Asia, can lead to significant deforestation of mangroves, which are crucial carbon sinks. However, new, more sustainable farming practices are being implemented to reduce this impact. Wild caught shrimp generally have a lower carbon footprint compared to beef and other forms of animal protein, but the carbon footprint can vary significantly depending on the fishing methods. Trawling, for example, consumes large amount of fuel and has a higher carbon footprint compared to other methods. In terms of sustainability, Shrimp can be a safe and sustainable source of food if harvested and farmed responsibly. Sustainable practices and methods such as selective fishing, low impact aquaculture, and strict adherence to regulation significantly reduce the negative environmental impacts. Consumers can contribute to sustainability by choosing shrimp that are certified by recognized sustainability standards and by supporting policies and practices that protects marine ecosystems and biodiversity.
Hello, my name is Fahmi bin Sapawi. For my study, I will talk about razor shell. Razor shell is scientifically named as Ensis arquatus and locally named as ambal. Sarawak has three species of ambal, which are ambal biasa, ambal jenang, and ambal uyong. Solan regularis is the most common of three species found in western Sarawak. It is widely spread over the area ranging from high to low tide. This availability makes it easier for locals to harvest. Solan regularis is a species that is consistently and frequently discovered in Asajaya and Tambirat. The typical method for obtaining ambal involve using bait, a fishing hook, and a mixture of select lime, bamboo, or a satay stick. Additionally, the locals also develop their own bidding tools or other techniques to catch the ambal. The price of ambal or siput buloh in the marketplace varies by location and season. Most sellers and fishermen sell for RM 15 ringgits to 20 ringgits per kilogram, while the flesh of ambal costs RM 25 ringgit per kilogram at Pasar Nelayan Tambirat. Common cooking methods for ambal are stir frying and grilling. These methods highlight the freshness and natural flavors of the ambal, making them a popular choice in Sarawak's local cuisine. Ambal can be a safe and sustainable food source if managed responsibly, considering the impact on the ecosystem and biodiversity. Harvesting should be done with caution to avoid disrupting the local ecosystem. Proper management of harvesting and transportation is crucial for reducing carbon footprint. Maintaining ethical harvesting practice and compliance with conservation laws is vital for the sustainability of ambal as a food source.
Okay, next is the pomfret fish is chosen for our project this time. So the general name of this creature is pomfret fish. The local name is normally we call ikan bawal, and the scientific name I can categorize into three, which are black pomfret is called Parastromatus niger. Second, silver pomfret Pampus argentus, and the third is Chinese pomfret is the Pampus chinensis. Next, based on the survey, the technique used for catching pomfret are bottom fishing, jigging, drift fishing, like tackle casting, trimming, and trolling. And for the price would be varied because some shop that sells the ikan bawal is around 15 ringgit point 99 cent per kilogram, and some maybe 18 ringgit and also 18 ringgit 90 cent based on the shops selling this pomfret. Then, is it safe and sustainable source of food for this fish? Okay, based on the carbon footprint, varies with fishing method. Some like bottom trawling can have higher emissions. An impact on biodiversity. Fishing method can cause habitat destruction and bycatch of non-target species. For the stock status, sustainable depends on population health. Overfishing can deplete stocks and harm ecosystem. And last, certification and regulations. Look for certification such as MSC, indicating responsible management and minimal environmental impact. Then Whether this pomfret is a safe and sustainable food source depends on how it harvested and managed. Sustainable fishing practice, minimal ecosystem impact, and adherence to regulations are essential to ensure that promfed fish remain viable and do not contribute to negative environmental impact. For common preparation method, pomfret can be prepared in various ways, including grilling, frying, steaming, and curry dishes. And for the group reflections, close containment aquaculture, this method involves farming fish in enclosed systems such as tanks or ponds, minimizing the environmental impact compared to open net pen system. Then, regenerative ocean farming. It promotes the cultivation of seaweeds, shellfish, and other species that can help restore marine ecosystem while providing sustainable seafood options. And last, local and small-scale fisheries. It's supporting local small-scale fisheries can help maintain community livelihood and ensure more sustainable fishing practices, often with lower carbon footprint. That's all.
Okay, for my part, I will talk about squid. Squid are fascinating creatures known for their unique bioluminescent abilities and complex communication method. Squid are common name for this kilophod creature. They also known as calamari, which is culinary term for squid. As mentioned, or in Malay we call it as sotong. For squid, the scientific name is Teutida. For next is a catching technique and price for squid. The first catching technique is tying a single squid jig onto a light that have fluorocarbon leader and aggressively whipping the rod to adapt the lure up and down through the water column. The second one is drift fishing, allowing a boat to drift with the current while casting the squid jig. This allows the angler to cover more ground. Next is using float to suspend the squid jig at the preferred depth. This is a popular shallow water method. And the price is for the fresh squid costing RM15 to 30 ringgit per kilogram, while for dry or processed squid it's range from 30 to 60 ringgit per kilogram. This based on Malaysia market. The question is squid a safe and sustainable source of food? So generally, squid considered as safe and sustainable seafood. They have relative low carbon footprint compared to other type of seafood, as they are efficient at converting feed into body mass and requiring less energy input. Squid population are also well managed with catch limit and regulation in place to ensure long-term sustainability. And the fishing technique used, such jigging, are relatively selective to low bycatch rate by minimizing the impact on the marine species. For the next one, how squid the common preparation method. So squid are very versatile in kitchen and can be prepared in variety of way, such as grill, fry, or used in stew. In Malaysia, squid is often stir fry and sliced into ring or strip and cooked quickly in a hot wok with spice, herb, garlic and ginger. This method keep the squid tender and flavorful. And the last one, the alternative fishery option. Compared to many seafood species, squid are generally a more sustainable seafood option due to their short lifespan or rapid growth. Their ability to reproduce is quickly. As long they are harvested using selective technique like jigging, squid can provide a renewable and eco-friendly food source. That's all from me.